So good morning and welcome everybody. And today we're going to be spending some time embodying the archetypes and inhabiting the lover archetype more fully. So that's my intention for us to focus on today. But maybe let's start with the centering. Some social centering. So if you just want to take a moment to settle back down in your seat, or if you're standing, to bring your attention to your feet or to the seat in your chair. And bringing attention to your feet and moving your awareness up through your legs, up to your pelvis. Being aware of your back and your tummy. And your chest and shoulders and arms. And being aware of your neck and your head. With that awareness, noticing if there's anything out of alignment or that feels uncomfortable or unbalanced, making those corrections. So your weight evenly distributed through your feet or around your sit bones. Your shoulders are over your pelvis. Arms relaxed in your lap or down by your side. And your head balanced on the top of your spine. And balancing your inner awareness with your outer awareness. So being aware of the space to your right and left, above and below, in front and behind. And then from there, relaxing the core muscles, starting at the forehead and around the eyes. Relaxing your jaw and your tongue, your throat and your chest. And your belly and your pelvis. And then if your eyes are closed, opening your eyes gently and keeping that feeling of centeredness. And also looking at the people on the screen. Staying connected to yourself and to them as well. Saying hello from all different parts of the world.
Hello.
Hello, yes. Smiley faces. Plants, teddy bears.
Yeah, little teddies.
Exactly. Very
cool.
Exactly. Yeah, great. So, welcome everybody. So a quick check-in. How are your energy levels today? Just kind of showing us, just giving a sense of, yeah, great, fantastic, lovely, great. And then your mood, thumb down with your thumb. So kind of, is it an up mood? Is it a bit, or is it really great? Good, right. We're all thumbs up, a little bit of a wobble there. Fantastic, very good. Okay, great. So again, just bearing that in mind. So my expectation is that this might be quite a tender place and a tender space today. So just being a little bit careful about, how deeply you go into this, and obviously know that you're fully responsible for how deeply you go and where you take that. And then all the usual guidelines apply around confidentiality and not giving advice and all of that as well, that you guys are seasoned with all of this. So, but just to name it and have it in the space. Okay, so I thought what we would do is focus a little bit on self-care pose. which is one of the kind of the classic access points for the lover archetype. So if I just take you through that self-care pose to begin with. So having the right hand coming over your heart and under your left arm, and your left arm coming up over onto your right shoulder. And then if it's comfortable to do so, just allow your head to drop down onto your left arm and your right shoulder. As again, as if you were a child leaning, or if you were a child leaning on your mother's shoulder for some comfort. Again, if you want to, feel free to cross your arms the other way and drop your head the other way if it becomes uncomfortable. Dropping your head down a little bit, maybe even closing your eyes. Or if you have them open, a soft gaze down towards the floor. And the tender quality of the hands, of the touch of your body, on your body. One of caring, one of sensitivity, one of gentleness. That you might even notice yourself wanting to rock a little bit from side to side or forwards and backwards. And again, those sort of usual toolkit questions that we ask, does this feel familiar? Does this feel longed for? Is it something that maybe you even avoid? And even thinking about an area in your life where it might be useful to give yourself a little bit of self-care. That you could give yourself some self-care today. Or maybe it's a bigger theme that you could think of giving yourself self-care over time. And noticing your embodied presence as you're doing this pose. Like, how far does the self-care reach? And how finely do you notice that quality throughout your body, throughout yourself? And then gently coming out of that pose, letting the arms slip away, letting the head come upright to support itself, and opening your eyes when you're ready. So just as a like a baseline, just does anyone have anything to share about their experience, either writing in the chat or unmute yourselves, just to share about that experience?
Mine was when you said staying with it. I noticed a shift then. It was sort of like I really came back into my body, and there was a bit of sadness.
Great, thank you.
It was quite surprising, the difference between having my eyes open and having them closed. Open was actually completely different than having my eyes closed, where I felt much better, much softer. But eyes open, it was very strange, and I have to go back and investigate that. Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Great. Yeah, and absolutely needed. Yeah. Very good. Okay, thank you. So what I thought we would do is now do a meditation where we kind of scan through the body and just working on a little bit more deeper awareness of ourselves, and then go back to that self-care pose. excuse me, and see what kind of impact that has. So if you would like to join me in that meditation, and again, to go as deeply with this as you choose, and again, seated or standing. So again, with your eyes closed, bringing your attention inward, noticing your breathing. Noticing the movement of your body as the air comes in and out. The movement of the belly, movement of the chest. Shoulders, the back. Beginning to focus your attention, maybe beginning with the belly, noticing the feelings and sensations in that abdominal area, around the solar plexus, at the base of your sternum. And coming down through your stomach area into the middle of the belly where the intestines are. Going lower towards the belly button, towards the pelvis. Allowing your awareness to scan through the pelvis, the genitals, noticing the muscles that are in those more central areas of the body. Giving some awareness towards your pelvis that holds you, supports you. Giving some love and attention to your legs that move you across the earth, keep you standing, give you stability. Giving some love and gratitude and appreciation for your feet. That connect you to the earth. And then bringing your attention to your spine, starting at the base of the spine, and allowing your attention to move up slowly towards the head. Showing love and gratitude for all the support that your spine gives you, allows you to twist and bend and tilt and lean. and the ribs that are connected to your spine, going right up towards your shoulder girdle. Those ribs that move up and out as you breathe in, and down and in as you breathe out. To protect your lungs and your heart. And being aware of your sternum that also moves up and out as you breathe in. Being aware of your lungs that inflate and deflate as you breathe. Give you that much needed oxygen to stay alive and to thrive. That those lungs go right up to the shoulder girdle and right down to the base of the ribs. They take up a lot of space. And nestled in the lungs on the left side is your heart. Beating faithfully. And helping us connect to the lover archetype through love and gratitude, empathy. Being aware of the shoulder blades. Those wonderful bones that give our arms support and allow the movement of our arms and shoulders. And our arms themselves. That allow us to move things, hold things, create things, share things, receive things, give things away, hold lovingly, or defend fiercely. Then bringing your attention to your neck, the throat that allows your expression to be voiced. Your jaw that allows you to speak and eat. Your nose that allows you to taste and smell. And your eyes that allow you to gaze upon the world and upon other people with love. As we draw the meditation to a close, bringing our attention to the heart. The seat of the lover archetype. And allowing as best we can that feeling of love and gratitude to spread out through our body and around our body. Making a gesture of gratitude towards ourselves and appreciation. Either a physical gesture or a thought of kindness and wellness towards yourself. And then keeping this hopefully loving, tender feeling, that's certainly the feeling that I have. Wiggling your fingers and toes and letting that movement spread up your arms and legs and into your body, into your trunk. And opening your eyes if and when you're ready. And then taking a moment to do the self-care pose again. So again, the right arm under the left arm onto the right shoulder, and the head gently tilted onto that right shoulder. Noticing maybe if the quality of the touch is different. Maybe noticing if the self-care extends right down to your toes. Maybe paying greater attention to what that self-care might be or where it might be better focused. And again, to give yourself the opportunity to consider, where might I show myself self-care today? Or beyond today. And allowing your arms to drop back down by your side and to rejoin. Oh. And just to give people the opportunity to share how that might have felt different. It certainly felt a lot more tender for me, a lot more meaningful and gentle. But yes, opening it to the floor if anyone feels able or willing to speak.
I'm happy to say something.
Thank you, Ro.
As I do. Yeah, interesting. There's a bit of wrestling going on. I have a busy head, so there's always problem solving something. So but what came up was, it was almost like a bit of fire energy. I have quite a sort of strong blame, come on, get going, driven part of me. And there was a slight conflict as I was in meditating. So I ended up, when I did the self-care pose second, it was almost like acceptance of that, sort of more realistic, rather than, oh yes, let's be into nice self-care. It was almost like, I've got a way to go with it, but it was recognizing that other energy that comes into me. I mean, it's slightly fiery or warrior or whatever. Yeah, interesting. But I'm trying to find sort of self-forgiveness at the minute, and so that helped. It helped sort of see them both for what they were, and how they can work together. So,
yeah. I think I really love that, and personally for me, the self-acceptance piece and then the forgiveness that can come from that has been really powerful for me. You know, being able to be kind to myself and accepting that I'm not perfect, and actually I'm good the way I am too.
Yeah.
And have that be a launching pad for more growth.
Yeah. It is the perfection part, isn't it? I know
yeah.
You could do better. You could do this.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. It looks like we're getting some acknowledgement there and some yeses to a shared experience there. So yes, thank you very much for the sharing. Great. Anybody else? I'm kind of conscious of time, but we've got time for a quick share if either of you would like to. We are perfectly good enough. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes. Big thumbs up there. Brilliant. So time has done its thing. It's past already. So thank you for joining me today. Just to sort of give you a bit of a heads up, next week, Thea and I will be running this session again, and then that will be the last session for the year. We'll be resuming in probably February in some format or other. So so there's that. And then also next year, we will also be doing more of the Sovereign Leadership course. So we've done, we're almost at the end of our first running of that next week. That's when we finish it. But it seems to be going really well. So we're going to be running further for more of those courses next year. So all of that information will be on our Archetypes Academy Facebook group. So I think all three of you are signed up to that, but anyone listening to the recording, sign up to that, and you'll be able to see when stuff is and where it is and what the content of it will be. So yeah, great. So thank you very much. If you'd like to unmute yourself and then say goodbye in whatever way you would like. Thank you for sharing the time and space with me today, and go well into your day.
Thank you, David.
Thank you. All go well into your day. Thank you very much, David. Thank you, everybody.
Right.